Fist bump. So we're modding the Miata today. He just got his new steering wheel in, and there's something at my door too, so I wonder if there's parts at my door or something, but oh, I'm not gonna show his address on there. So there's your steering wheel. Thanks. We're actually not putting it on today. He's gonna put it on later because he already kind of made plans to put it on, but we are gonna open it and check it out. And the old one, here, let me show them the old one real quick. The old one is like ripped up and just used up and stuff, and it doesn't have a horn, and the bolts are stripped and all that, and you know, it's a cool one, but it was, you could tell it like was a nice leather at one point, but it's all hard. Yeah, and like it's like really hard. It feels like wood. You can leave fingerprints in it, and it's just ripped, and it looks gross. It literally feels like wood. This is a horrible shape. Yeah. I mean, it's an NRG, so it's not like a replica steering wheel or anything. It is an actual steering wheel. It's just old. It's just, yeah, it's old. And owned by teens. Yeah. Before us. So. Like this car was owned by like an 18-year-old before us, so he like rigged everything really bad. Yeah, I'm 1 year older, so that makes me better. Okay, Courtney, come get your packages. I'll put them inside, Court, don't worry. I know she's probably watching, and she's like, they just went inside. Oh, hey, Ralph, did you go to Daytona? While we were gone? Wait a minute. Dogs can't drive. Oof. Oh, that comes with really cool packaging. Comes in a bag? Doesn't this guy usually make like Porsche steering wheels? So most of his clients are Porsches and BMWs, like E30s. Ooh. And then some Ferraris. Now a Miata. Oh, that's cool. Feel it. Oh. Right? That's way cool. So they're all hand stitched by a dude in San Francisco. It's beautiful. Wow. That's really nice. Yeah, I like it a lot. Holy crap. It feels really cool. It feels like Alcantara, if you guys know. It is Alcantara. It is Alcantara. If you guys know what Alcantara feels like. I mean, that's really cool. Oh, don't worry about it. I'm glad you got Alcantara. Yeah, me too. See, it goes like cloth, leather, then Alcantara, and like the quality. Alcantara is great. Wow, that feels really cool. It's so soft. It is. You're gonna like wash your hands every time I use my car. Wait for it. Wait for it. By the way, I got a comment on the last video saying that this is a cool wrap. Thank you, but it's not a wrap. It's actually paint. And you can see the sun hitting the flake right there. Yeah, it's paint. So for the dude that commented that, thanks for saying it's cool, but it's paint. So yeah, and for anyone else who wanted to know. Never gets old, especially when you go by a wall, because the wall's like reflected so much and it's, oh, well. The wall's just reflected so much and never gets old. That's why I don't dump the exhaust straight down. I used to have it like that, but I pointed to the side so it'd be louder when I went past walls. This parking spot is a little bit small. See, a Fiat fits in it just fine, but I'm not sticking out that bad. It's okay. Cool. Chrome lug nuts, huh? Yeah, because the wheels I'm gonna get are silver. So right now they're spacing out, they're putting spacers on it to pull the tire out more, and then they're rolling the fender. So you guys know that there's a little like, the fender goes down like this and then it goes in right there. They're rolling that in part up so that it makes more clearance. So then they can space it out and put the tire in the other way, or wheel and tire the other way. So this one's already done like that. You can see the fitment is different. This is spaced out farther and it makes it look wider and all that good stuff. But that's what they're up to right now. So yeah, pretty simple process. It's just unbolt, like taking off the wheel and tire, bolting that in, rolling the fender and putting the wheel and tire back on. It's pretty simple. No, this is not the proper tool to roll fenders, but had it in my truck, so we're using it. Oh yeah, it's going. Just takes time.
His car's not lowered.
Still give it a shot.
I'm gonna. He backfired really loud when we came in here.
Yeah.
It won't do it again. It's got a CVT, so it's not like it's.
It's a CVT?
Uh-huh.
Boring.
Yeah, no.
I thought it was a manual. The way he was jumping at every light. Oh, by the way, if I wanted to, I could take him to Applebee's.
Yes, he was floored when we left Walmart. Kevin, we both know you could. All three of us know you could.
All of them? No, I could.
Yes. You should race some people tonight when we're cruising. Just to show them. Because like Aaron beat Govind in his AMG yesterday.
Really? Well, I can beat Aaron.
Aaron has, 240 wheel. And Govind was in his E55 AMG, which is a 5.2 with a supercharger. And even if like I don't end up running the spacers for whatever reason, fixing my fender was something I wanted to do anyway because it was like flared out from my tire catching it. All right.
Wow.
You're gonna have to record real quick. See if I rub when I push down on this. Am I hitting fender on tire?
No, you're not even hitting my fingers.
How about up here?
I don't want to stick my finger in there, but...
Is it hitting? Is it hitting the tire at all?
I don't think so. I don't think it is.
Holy crap. wait, keep doing it. It's like
right there.
I have like enough negative camber to where if I had one less degree, it would be rubbing.
Yeah.
That's insane. Holy crap, but it looks really good.
Fitting it.
Doesn't it look good?
Yeah, it does. It looks way better. So guys, look at how close it is to the tire right here and stuff, and how it fills it and stuff, and how it pokes out. And then over here,
Yeah.
oh my gosh, that looks so bad.
Yeah, no.
Wow.
It matches the rears now, because look at this side. The front's way sunken in,
Yeah.
and then this side's been like...
That looks way better.
Yeah.
Oh wow, yeah, that looks 10 times better.
You know so this is what it would be like if I was running 14x8s.
Yeah.
The
Yeah,
wheels
oh, I see what you're saying.
The wheels I'm gonna get are 15x9s. Sammy gave me an extra stud, but we have to figure out how to get this broken stud out and put the new one in. I guess we could roll the fender real quick. We could at least do that.
I gotta pee really bad.
I'll roll the fender.
Okay, you want the camera? Because I don't think they want to see me pee.
Peeing. No, I don't think they do.
Alright.
Guys, for all of you wondering, I'm just running 1-inch spacers. This one's a little messed up, as you can tell. I bought them used from Sammy. You guys all know Sammy. He didn't run them anymore. Yes, it's a little messed up, I know. I have an extra stud. I'm going to be putting the extra stud in. This is the only one that's messed up. The other three that are on the car are perfectly fine. The hub-centric ring is a little messed up, and that stud's broken. But I have an extra stud. I'm going to be putting the extra stud in, like I just said. Look at this. It looks so good. Look at that. It looks so good, especially in the rear too. Oh, it looks good. I don't know if y'all can see that. There's not much of a gap there. But this fender doesn't really need to be rolled. The other one was messed up. So the other fender was messed up. Oh, that's zoomed in. The other fender was messed up, and that's why we had to roll it, because my tire kept getting caught and pulling the fender out. This one, still perfectly fine. I don't know if you guys can, it's probably too dark, but this fender's not messed up at all. Yes, there's a little bit of a lip, but it's barely anything. When I get my new wheels, I might have to, because they're a lot deeper. However, I don't think I will. The rears are where you really have to worry with rolling fenders, because I don't know if you guys can see that, but this lip, it's like 1 inch. And that's where you really have to worry. The fronts are much thinner. It's like that. Maybe a 1/2 inch, 1/4 of an inch. It's about a 1/2 inch, I'd say. So You don't really have to worry that much with the rears. It's mostly, or the fronts. It's mostly just the rears.
I just went in a gender-neutral bathroom.
Is that your first time?
Blew my mind. It's like that episode of Boy Meets World where he goes in a gender-neutral bathroom.
Stop spoiling the show.
The show that ended in 1997. It's so loud and just so easy to be loud. It's just great. So last night, whenever we rolled the fenders, you may have heard us talk about, like, you know, taking people to Gapplebee's and gapping people, you know, and if you guys know those terms, you know those are racing terms. So the races didn't even happen. There was a big group chat of people who wanted to race and all that, and so if any cops are watching, I didn't race, you can't get me for anything. There's a big group chat where everybody talks about racing and all that, and like what we're meeting up and like cruising and all that kind of stuff that they do, and people just were like, yeah, we're meeting up at 6, and then they never answered, so it never really happened. So no racing content for this video. Okay, so it's time to rip this stupid tank off once and for all. If I didn't known that this was like there, because I never really noticed it, I always just kind of thought it was an extension of the diesel tank. But you know, think about how much cooler this is gonna look with dead space right there. Like, it's all filled up right there, and it's gonna look way better and all that. And we'll be able to see the axle. The underglow will be brighter because it'll be shining everywhere. It'll just be great for everything. So there's these two lines right here that we have to disconnect. And it's kind of shocking the lines are still on here. And we have to unscrew them there, and there. And then this comes completely out, and then it all like screws together. What I think I'm gonna do is take this off, take the line out, and then put this back on if I can, because I think it looks better than just a random hole. And then we just kind of unbolt it and take all the clips out and all that, which technically I could just cut the clips because I don't need a DEF tank at all, because I have the DEF delete and all that. But so finally we're gonna go in and take this off, but first, we have a new tool to use. It's like a little creeper. There's nothing wrong with the old creeper that we have. It's just now we have two, and this one's better. Okay, got it out. So I'm guessing the wheels are in this package. Problem is, I don't think I have a socket that small. This is a 7mm. It's the smallest I have. Oof. Okay, so I can't find a socket that fits that. So I wanted to keep this, and what I noticed is that you can't keep this little blue thing if you take all of these out, and I couldn't take them out anyways. So I decided, I'm like, hey, I don't want the line because I want to get everything out, but I want that, and I don't have the bolt to unbolt it. So I cut it with tree trim. It worked flawlessly. And so yeah, I cut that, and it was just rubber, so it was really easy. Later I'm gonna go back and trim it back so it isn't noticeable, but now we can at least get it out. I think it's just those bolts, and then there's a few clips and stuff here. You guys will be able to see better than I can. So yeah, I'm using the screen right now on the camera to actually see. So yeah, there's a bunch of clips and stuff, but I don't really need any of those clips because my truck's deleted. So we're just gonna unbolt it and kind of rip it off and see what happens. Grab the wrong socket. Def tank is off. A lot of the wiring and stuff had it like hooked on there and all that, and I couldn't get it off, so I just cut it because it's not like any of it does anything because it's deleted. By the way, I realized I haven't really explained this all too well. So diesel exhaust fluid, for those who don't know, is a fluid that goes into the stock exhaust in order to clean it so it doesn't hurt the environment. And so, you know, this is the tank that was. Mine is deleted, so then I can have a 5-inch straight pipe. So I don't have any EGR or DEF. EGR is exhaust gas recirculation, where it takes the exhaust gases in the engine, puts them back into the intake and reburns them. It's really bad for the truck. That's gone, and then my diesel exhaust fluid has been gone for forever, since before I bought the truck. And so there's no fluid going into the exhaust cleaning it because it, you know, it wasn't connected. So that robs a bunch of horsepower and all that, and it's really bad for the engine and stuff. So a lot of people delete that for more horsepower, for louder vehicles, for rolling coal, for a lot of different purposes. And my tank was just on here, but it didn't serve a purpose. So now it's off. And yeah, I feel accomplished. Let's take it all the way out. Also, I scratched the heck out of my traction bar while it was coming down, but it scratched the side that nobody sees, so I guess it's okay. But wow, there's a lot of fluid in it. This thing is heavy. Wow, that looks drastically different. I don't know how much you guys will be able to see it with the camera, but wow, that looks insanely different. I want to start coming in here and cleaning up a lot of these wires, like find everything that's pointless, like all these little brackets and stuff, and get them out of here. And then this is the parking brake and all that, and so is this line too for the other side. And I think there's a kit that puts them over here and then goes straight down, which looks way better. A lot of SEMA trucks do it, so I think I want to do that. Eventually this leaf spring will go with the next lift kit. And then this frame needs a cleaning really bad, which is easy to do. So I could have this thing looking much better than it is now, but it's all about the process. So this thing, I'm not all about weight savings on this truck because it's an 8,500 pound truck, and weight savings for speed is kind of redundant. But hey, we got some weight savings, and you guys can see, oh my gosh. So whenever I first got this truck, I was fairly irresponsible with it. It didn't have a $12,000 paint job on it, nice wheels and tires and traction bars. It didn't have nice stuff, so I mudded it a lot. Like, I probably did crazier off-roading in this thing than most people ever do in their life. Like, I have some crazy off-roading stories, and I've cleaned this thing thousands of times, and there's still dirt even in the craziest of crevices. That would eventually would have rusted it out, but it would have rusted out the tank, so it doesn't matter. This thing, listen, it's filled with diesel exhaust fluid. And also one time I put a hose in there because I wanted to see the water drain out, and it didn't drain out. I always wondered where it went, so I guess it went here. But I guess that we could open it somehow. I've figured there's a way to open it. There's a little bottom thing, but yeah, that's probably like 40 pounds, 50 pounds maybe. And so that's a little bit of weight savings on the truck, so technically it's faster. So taking more people to Gapplebee's now. I think now we can beat a 720S pretty easy. This opens up new opportunities for like cleaning and mounting things up and making the truck look way better and all that. And they actually shrunk the diesel tank on this year of the truck to fit that def tank in there. That's like that's more gallons than it looks like. It's like probably like 5 gallons, 10 gallons, I don't know. Wow, you can tell they did a bunch of welding around here. There's a bunch of like welding flares up on here. I should like sand this down with the angle grinder, like get a sand pad for the angle grinder and repaint it, because that looks really bad. We still have to fix the bumper. I'm gonna do that on another day because I'm actually way too busy today. I gotta end this vlog and then I have to go do some construction stuff. Gotta finish up this one construction site that we're working on. And this is just one little step into the build of the Pup. So with that being said, thanks for subbing to the channel, go and subscribe, hit the notification bell, browse the rest of the videos, and I'm out.